Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video on Bite of Geek. Today I'm going to be answering the question, should you upgrade to Windows 11 right now? Okay, so at the time of recording this video, Windows 11 has been out for 10 days. It's had a varied amount of news coverage about it, and I guess some positives, some negatives, and everybody takes different things from this. What I want to try and answer for you guys today is whether you actually need to upgrade to Windows 11, and obviously I can't make that decision for you. You have to do this yourself, but I think there's a lot of stuff flying around at the moment about Windows 11, and could this be a bad operating system, and whether people should wait and stuff like that. I've been in the insider preview for a couple of months now, and been using Windows 11, and for me it's been absolutely fine. There's a couple of things as mentioned in my missing features video. There's a link up above if you've not seen that, which I'm not overly fussed about. There are a couple of things which I'm really quite concerned about. However, they may not matter to you, and really it's kind of where Windows 11 is at right now. So I guess the first thing to address here is that you don't absolutely have to upgrade to Windows 11 right now. If you're on Windows 10, Microsoft is going to support that until 2025, and that's probably the life of your PC. In all honesty, you may well even end up ditching a PC in that point in time and going on to something else. So I think if you've got Windows 10 and you're happy with it, from my experience with Windows 11 and what it brings to the table, I would probably not say rush out now and upgrade to Windows 11. I would give it a little while, maybe another 6 months, and see what updates Microsoft brings out for it before you make a decision then. Some of the stuff that's still an issue at the moment with regards to UI issues and things like that. I mean, you look at this little bit of footage here. On one pop-up menu you've got a certain style of menu, and then on another one you've got a different style of user interface there. It's not 100% consistent, and that may well be what Microsoft is aiming for there. Personally, I think that looks a bit rubbish, and they need to make it a consistent, nice user interface across the operating system, and not have this disparity in various areas. I think the couple of other things that have been floating around at the moment, so obviously there's a big thing, if you've got an AMD Ryzen system, there's a big thing going around at the moment with regards to performance on those systems, and there's an article published here where it states Microsoft is looking at addressing some of these performance issues in the next update. So there's another one due towards the end of October. So obviously they're aware of some of these things, and obviously from Microsoft's perspective, they're working on this stuff constantly, really. If you're worried about performance and you've got a Ryzen system, then I probably wouldn't upgrade to Windows 11 at the moment. I have a Ryzen system, and I've not noticed anything, but everybody's system is different, and various people are going to get different results from it. So a couple of the other things as well, I guess there's been things about install size of the operating system. So it is a little bit more because it's got a little bit more in it. It has Teams bundled in it now. It has a new store in it. It supports Android applications, so you can expect it to be a more a bigger install than Windows 10. It's not just a graphical upgrade of Windows 10. I think that's what people are missing here when they're doing videos and news articles. It's not just the graphical upgrade. There are fundamental changes in the operating system to support things going forward. That's the way Microsoft tend to work with these things, is they do incremental changes that moves the operating system forward. So I think yes, if you're running out of disk space, you may have to upgrade a little bit. From the articles that I've seen, it's not a huge amount that is actually extra. I've not done any testing myself, but then I've not noticed that I've lost an awful lot of space. So, it's different for everybody, and if you're short of space and you want to have as lean an operating system as possible, again, maybe now isn't the right time to upgrade. Maybe Microsoft will reduce that payload. Maybe there will be options to reduce what you get installed in the future. Maybe somebody will come out with a tool that will let you remove a lot of the kind of what people might call bloatware, I guess, from Windows. So for me, it's in terms of an operating system, Windows 11, Windows 10, it's a fresh, different approach on Windows. Microsoft has obviously had to try and play to those people who are used to a specific version of Windows and the way things have worked there, but also try and move things forward as well in the operating system. And if they don't do that, we will forever be stuck with a version of Windows which looks like Windows 3.1, just with new clothes on it, basically. Obviously, technology is changing. The way users use technology is changing, and Microsoft needs to adapt to that, and that's only going to be possible by changes to the operating system. So, I think if you are somebody who's keen on getting the bleeding edge of technology, absolutely go for Windows 11 now. It is very, very stable. It's as stable in my experience as Windows 10 was. If you are an end user who is happy with what they've currently got as a setup, I would stay with what you've got. Give it another 6-12 months. See what all the those like myself and everybody else who are using the new version find from the operating system. See how Microsoft changes things and develops things on it. And then take the jump. You've got that option. You've got an operating system that's going to be supported for another 4 years. So there's no need to rush out and go and upgrade. And even then, if you do want to upgrade, Microsoft has given you the option to be able to downgrade. I think you can downgrade within something like 6 months or something like that. So they're not forcing you down a route at the moment to upgrade to Windows 11. When it comes to 2025, that is going to be a slightly different a different point. You're going to have to think, okay, am I comfortable running an operating system that's not getting any security updates? So that's my take on it, guys. As I say, I've been running it for a couple of months now, and it is a very stable operating system, but you have to make the decision yourself. And I think you look at that previous video that I did, and obviously some of the things that I've mentioned here as well, and you take that all into account. Not every Windows operating system is perfect. You look at the flow of Microsoft's operating systems, the good bad swing that they have with operating systems. You can see that here. This is potentially a bad operating system, but I think it builds on the foundations of Windows 10. So Microsoft wants to make this a good operating system. So there is promise, there's hope here in this version, I would say. It's not as bad as something like Windows ME or something like that. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Have you upgraded to Windows 11 already? What is your thoughts on it? The previous video was quite popular, quite a lot of interest on that. I'd love to know your thoughts if you're using it at the moment. Are you suffering performance problems with it as well? Drop them down below in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.